That's not just the sound of that first sip of Morning Joe. It's the sound of someone shopping for a car on Carvana from the comfort of home.
That's a good blend.
It's time to take it easy, like answering some easy questions to get pre-qualified for a car in minutes.
Talk about starting the morning right.
Just like customizing your terms so your car fits your budget. Visit Carvana.com or download the app to experience car shopping the way it should be. Convenient, comfortable. The comfort of your favorite seat is now your comfy car selling command center, thanks to Carvana.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Your favorite seat's the best spot in the house. Make it even better by entering your license plate or VIN and getting a real offer in minutes.
There really is no place like home.
And speaking of home, Carvana will pick up your car from yours after you finalize your offer. Visit Carvana.com or download the app and sell your car from your comfy place.
Welcome to Cosmic Channels. Open minds on cosmic lines. To call in to future episodes, the number is 1-833-703-0424. The show is recorded live the second and fourth Sunday of every month. Please subscribe to Alien Theorists Theorizing on YouTube to watch it live, or patreon.com/Alien Theorists Podcast to watch on demand. The cosmic channels are open. All right, we're live. Your cosmic channelers tonight. I'm Zell.
And I'm Andrew.
Cut the dead weight.
Absolutely. I mean, last week it was the majority shareholders, and I think this week it's just the handsome guys, right?
I think that's what it's the handsome week.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Got to sex it up a little bit. Get some more phone calls.
I'm about to take off my shirt.
Yeah, we want sexy phone calls only. That's the rule for tonight. That's the theme.
When you answer the phone, you must answer the phone in your most sexy 90s infomercial voice.
Absolutely.
That you
some Leon Phelps. It's the latest man. I'm staring at a half-empty bottle of Cavassier.
But to take off the shirt, show you a couple dad bods.
Absolutely.
But once again, if you were listening last week, we played a little game called What's in the Box. This week, when you call at the end of your story, we're going to ask you again, what's in the box?
I don't even know what's in the box.
I'm not telling anyone what's in the box. I can't have no cheating. I wouldn't tell Braden what's in the box. I'm not going to tell Andrew what's in the box.
Somebody guess it. I need to know.
Someone guess it. But we got a first caller here. Let's bring him on the line. Hello, Cosmic Channel. Hello. I know someone's there.
We know.
Oh, behave.
Oh, there we go.
On this very
Who are you?
this very sexy edition of Cosmic Channels.
Got Austin Powers calling. Oh, shit.
Austin Powers. Austin, where are you calling from?
I got one sexy ghost story for you. San Antonio, Texas.
We got Austin Powers calling from San Antonio, Texas.
This is, it was Get Faction, but I had to get more creative and more politically correct on the Discord, so it is now Alien Faction.
Nice.
Love it. All right, brother. We got Faction here, longtime Discord supporter, great friend of the show. What do you got for us tonight? Tell us your ghost story.
Okay, so it started back, this probably happened 3 years ago, with all people, it was my dad. My dad passed away about 4 years ago, and if you could believe this, he's actually buried in a national military cemetery down in around Fort Sill, Oklahoma.
As a hero.
He was actually, he never said that he was a hero. I asked him why he signed up in the military. He went 2 tours of Vietnam, 2 Purple Hearts. I'm like, wow. Why'd you go? And he's like, well, I thought I was a badass. I was wrong.
You don't get 2 Purple Hearts without being a certified badass.
Yeah, I thought so too. So his health had been declining for a while, and my wife and my kids and myself we're down visiting the family one time. My dad's telling me, he's like, and I knew his health was bad, and he wanted to have a beer. He wasn't supposed to be drinking. I'm like, fuck it. He wants to have a beer. We'll have a beer.
Yep.
So we sit there. We're having a couple of beers. He says, son, he's like, I'm not going to be around much longer. I'm tired. I was like, Dad, you can't talk that way. He's like, no, listen, I've told Death to fuck off 4 times. I'm tired.
Badass.
I mean, you can't really argue with. Yeah, I can't really argue with that.
Nope.
So fast forward, family, work, everything going on. I didn't get a chance to see him before he passed. I knew the date, I knew when he passed. I got the phone call and stuff, and I wanted to be there, but I couldn't. One thing just led to another, and it just didn't happen.
It happens.
So with our federal government, the way it is, my dad actually sat on ice for a year before I got him into to the cemetery. So we finally get him into the cemetery. We put his ashes in there. I got myself a little urn. My mom got her urn. I finally bring him home. He's sitting on the mantle. Nothing's happened. Nothing's crazy. So I'm brushing my teeth one morning. This happened like literally right at 3 years ago. I'm brushing my teeth. Well, maybe it's 2 years ago. Either way. So I'm brushing my teeth in the morning. And I think I put some. if you guys got a chance to see the pictures, I don't know, but I put the pictures in there. So anyhow, I'm brushing my teeth, and his mantle is actually on top of my fireplace. I'm kind of bouncing around on the story here, but so what I do is I'm brushing my teeth. Sorry, I'm driving at the same time. So I'm brushing my teeth, and I look up, and I see like just a shadow standing there. Like I could see a person. So, But where I'm at, I'm standing at my bathroom sink, and I'm looking in the mirror. And by looking in the mirror, I'm also looking into my dining room. So in between where my dining room table is at and a metal, not metal, but more like it's a brick, a brick wall, so to speak. I see the shadow standing there, and I'm looking in the mirror, and I stopped brushing my teeth. I was startled for a second, but honestly, guys, I mean, I seriously, I knew it was my dad because I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to him the way I wanted to. He knew I wanted to be there, and it felt like a couple of hours, but it literally lasted seconds. I could only look long enough before I couldn't stop looking. I looked long enough to where my eyes started to water, from keeping your eyes open so long, sitting there staring at it and say, I know it's you, Pop, thanks for coming to say bye. I love you and I miss you. And it's that one instance that I closed my eyes, it was gone.
Oh man.
But there was a shadow there. It's the shadow of a man, but it's like I couldn't see a face or anything like that. But it was definitely a person. And not long after that, what was odd is, I get up really early in the morning to exercise. Of course, Andrew, if you get a chance, I'm sure you probably see my posts at like 5 in the morning or 5:30 on certain days on the Discord.
Listen,
but
if you
I'm
waited a
working
little
out
bit longer and worked out a little later in the day, you might be able to deadlift as much as me factions because you're waking up so early, dude.
Yeah. I'm working on it, dude. I'm working on it. So I get done with a workout, and I have like one of those little battery operated towel things, dispensers on the wall.
Right.
And I'd finished my dad's metal case and it's all hanging in there. Well, I'm literally getting ready to walk inside the house and holding on to the garage door, and the things just start spitting out paper.
What?
Like it went through twice. You know how you wave your hand over it and it spits it out? Well, it did that twice, and nothing's happened since. But
weird.
That's my story.
Interesting. It's interesting because I wonder if maybe his unfinished business was like getting a chance to say goodbye to you. So maybe he was kind
honestly,
of in that.
I think so. I really think so, because it's funny. It's funny you say that, because there was I kept seeing a lot of numbers pop up too. And the numbers were 11/11, because if you know anything about the States, Veterans Day is November 11th.
Yep.
So my dad was real big about not being celebrated or anything like that. He's like, I'm not a hero. This is not for me. He dealt with survivor's remorse and all that kind of stuff. But he was very tuned, like every parent, sometimes they're kind of a dick and, sometimes they're not, but that's your parents. And over time you develop relationships, you love them,
Yep.
Granted, like I said, we didn't have the greatest relationships sometimes, but he was still my old man. And he was coming to say goodbye. That's the only way I could see it.
That's crazy. I pulled up the email you sent with the pictures, and I can see what you mean. Like, you're looking through the window or through the mirror into that room, and you can see that little brick wall there.
So you see that brick wall?
Yeah.
Right directly, but like almost in center of the brick wall, to the right of the table. That's where it was at. That's where I saw it.
Just like a shadowy figure, and you could just feel it was your old man. Yeah.
And you weren't scared at any point because you felt it was your old man? Is that?
Oh, I felt like I shit my pants at first. I thought I was going to shit my pants at first, and then it came over me that, this is him.
Hey, that's okay. It's a survival technique. We've discussed it. You're lightening the load.
Yep. Get ready to
escape
run.
and or getting a projectile weapon to use. It's
right.
Those of us who have genetically advanced far enough, that's our reaction. That's what we do.
Man, that's true. That's quite the story. Now, R.I.P. to your old man. What was his name?
His last name was Speck, S-P-E-C-K.
R.I.P. Mr. Speck. Thank you for your service. That's a crazy story, man. It'd be weird to just know I know that's my old man. Like you just wild. Feel it. He wanted to say goodbye. That was his goodbye.
The crazy thing, like I said before all this happened, was when we were there. I knew something. It's like I kept seeing numbers. The number's 11/11, which is really strange because I still see them to this day sometimes. Granted, it could be like a little coincidence or something, but oddly enough, Veterans Day being November 11th, but my dad passed on November 13th. And I like to think because he's just too fucking stubborn, he didn't want to go on Veterans Day. He died in the Veterans Hospital, so.
He didn't want to take that day away, so he just held on for a couple more.
No. Yep, that's true. But yeah, I don't know if y'all have seen it, but I think I put up on Discord before. I actually redid his metal case. It needed an upgrade, so I dolled it up a little bit. But yeah, he came to say goodbye.
Crazy, man. Hey, thanks for sharing that story. That's obviously something very.
Thanks for taking my call, guys.
Very personal to you, so we appreciate it. And just before we let you go, I want you to clear your mind. Send your consciousness to Meteor Sound Studio in Kelowna, BC, and guess what's in the box.
What is in the box?
It's on my desk. No, I'm gonna open the box. I'm gonna hold it, so maybe that will give you a hint. I'm just gonna put my hand on it inside the box here.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you shake it.
No,
what's in the box?
I'm not gonna shake it. I'm not gonna move it.
Now, was it? It could be anything, right?
It could be anything.
Absolutely.
No hints. Could be anything.
Golly, how about Braden's left sock?
Braden's left sock.
There's no way he wouldn't be able to breathe in that room with a cigar.
Yeah, but
there's no fucking way.
I would be dead.
Be getting gassed out of that place.
No, that is unfortunately, my good sir, not what's in the box. But
I didn't think it would be. At least I didn't say jockstrap. So
that's fair.
All right, man. Hey, thanks for the call.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we'll
Love
talk.
You. Have a good one.
Yeah, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Appreciate what you're doing.
Rock on, man.
Right, bye-bye.
Appreciate the support. Bye.
Anytime.
Fuck, man, that's a personal call.
Yeah, that was deep. It was deep.
Just like your dad passes and you don't get to say goodbye, and then you feel like he doesn't want to make a big deal about it, so he's just kind of like a shadowy figure in the back, and he's there, and then just poof, he's gone.
That's wild, man.
Never see him again.
I mean, even if it was a family member, I'd still be calling the Ghostbusters. I'm like, listen, thanks for coming to say hi, but like, fucking, you can't be doing that, man. Know your crowd.
Right?
I'd be moving.
Whew. I could imagine. I mean, I know, Andrew, you lost one parent, so I could only imagine. It's something you could never imagine until it happens, right? That feeling.
Absolutely. And then like I've never been paranormally activated. I've been pretty open about that. And I can't put myself in that situation, man. I could only imagine how overwhelmingly emotional it would be because songs, pictures, whatever the hell, you know what I mean? My little sister starting to remind me of her like crazy. That makes you emotional on like, you have zero, everything's fine. And then something hits you and you get all, you get teary eyed and it's like super overwhelming. And I couldn't imagine having
just knowing
an experience like that.
Like Sally's just in the back in the room with you and you just knew, like you had a feeling.
Dude, the one thing I did say when we played Ouija the first time, I'm like, oh my God, if we get Sally, I'm in so much trouble. She's going to beat my ass.
She would beat your ass from the nether realm.
Absolutely.
All right, we got another caller. Let's bring him on. Hello, Cosmic Channels.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ryan.
Ryan?
Yeah.
Did I get that
from,
right?
From Florida.
From Florida. Hey, man,
Yes.
thanks for the call. What do you got for us tonight?
Well, my story has to do with Manscaped.
Manscaped?
Oh, shit.
Okay.
So
did you lose an appendage or something?
No.
Are those
Nothing
razors
bad
really
like that.
nick-free or what?
Yeah, what's the truth? We want to hear it.
Not really. I got a couple nicks there, here and there.
False
That's
advertising.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, though,
But
let's hear it.
I actually bought one of those because of you guys, and I had it in my in the bathroom, and I do have to preface, I was sleeping at the moment, but I was woken up. I was woken up by some type of whistle. Maybe it was in my head. Maybe I was dreaming it. I was like, okay, whatever. And I woke up at 3:33 a.m.
The witching hour. That's the witching hour, right?
I think so, around 3 a.m.
Hold on, don't hang it up. So I decided to go back to bed. And then literally like 5 minutes later, I hear the buzzing of my trimmer in the bathroom.
Oh.
And I was like, what the hell? I look inside and I see it lighting up. Like it's charging and it's going off and on. I was like, man, maybe it's a dead battery. And I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe it'll go away. It'll turn off by itself. So I try to go back to sleep, and I kept on going. I was like, oh, fuck. Okay, I'm up. So I go to my bathroom, and I see the charger still lighting up. As soon as I turn on the light, it shuts off. And the crazy thing about it was it wasn't even plugged in to be charged.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit. You're getting paranormally active by some hairy bald ghosts, man.
Or maybe some ghost is trimming his balls on the.
That's what I'm saying.
I got ghost trimmings all over my bathroom sink, man.
Did you have those short and curlies there in the morning or what?
They were probably invisible. They're ghost curlies.
Hey, we do know that those things claim to be nick-free. They are not. What happens if you had somebody live in your house that nicked his balls so bad he exsanguinated, he bled to death, and now he goes from fucking house to house with Manscaped to warn them these things aren't fucking legit.
He goes in.
You might die.
He goes in. He purposely drains the battery in everyone.
Yeah, he's a friendly ghost trying to save you.
That is fucked though. It's not plugged in and it's charging.
That's scary, dude.
Yeah, that was a weird thing. I didn't know what it was. Maybe it was a bad battery. I don't know, but it was it was literally lighting up and it was charging.
Did it sound like, because you said it turned on and off, right?
Yeah, it would go off on for 3 or 4 seconds, turn off, and then go back on.
So the buzzing with you'd hear that?
Exactly.
Did it sound like it was being moved around? Like,
no, it was more of a steady tone.
Interesting. Weird.
Super interesting.
Maybe it was a bad battery. I don't know. but it was very odd.
It's ghost.
And it got me. I couldn't go back to sleep. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm up," and I already supposed to wake up in a couple hours. So,
Well, anytime you get haunt, it's hard to go back to bed.
Have you used it since?
Yeah, that's the question.
Are you too scared of that shit? I'd be scared, man. I've seen that movie. You seen that Maximum Overdrive? I've seen that movie. All the shit getting whatever happened to it gets a mind of its own. That stuff's too delicate to mess around.
Yeah, it is.
So you did use it after the ghost touched it.
Yeah, I tried it out and it worked fine.
All right.
I don't know.
Hey, did you use our discount code?
I did use a discount code.
There we go.
Yeah, but they never paid us, dude.
They never fucking paid us.
They never paid us.
Oh,
I'm sending an email.
I'm sending a fucking email.
I'm sending an email.
That'll teach us. Work with big
There
corps.
you go.
Yeah.
All right, man. Hey, thanks for the story. That's a wild tale. But before we let you go, I want you to clear your mind and guess what's in the box. What's in the box,
man? What's in the box?
All right.
Kelowna, BC, Canada.
I think it's
Planet Earth.
It's
right here beside
I
me.
think it's scissors with the red handle.
Well, that was
Hold
last
on.
week.
I'm
That was
tuned
last
into
week.
Last week. Hold on.
Oh, he's
Hold on,
tuned in
let me
last
turn
week.
on
That's
this
fair.
one.
That's fair.
Recalibrate to this week.
Recalibrate.
It was
That's fine.
the only hint I'll give you is it's not the same thing as last week.
Roger. I'm gonna go with the pacifier.
It's a good guess. I do have a
That's
baby.
an informed guess.
It's an informed guess. I do have
That's
a
an
baby.
informed guess.
Unfortunately, it is not what's in the box.
Ah, darn.
All right, brother. We're going to keep the show moving, but we appreciate the call. We'll talk to you again.
All right, guys.
All right. Have a good
Love
night.
your show. Thanks.
Thanks. Bye.
The comfort of your favorite seat is now your comfy car selling command center, thanks to Carvana.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Your favorite seat's the best spot in the house. Make it even better by entering your license plate or VIN and getting a real offer in minutes.
There really is no place like home.
And speaking of home, Carvana will pick up your car from yours after you finalize your offer. Visit Carvana.com or download the app and sell your car from your comfy place. The comfort of your favorite seat is now your comfy car selling command center, thanks to Carvana.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Your favorite seat's the best spot in the house. Make it even better by entering your license plate or VIN and getting a real offer in minutes.
There really is no place like home.
And speaking of home, Carvana will pick up your car from yours after you finalize your offer. Visit Carvana.com or download the app and sell your car from your comfy place.
Hey, guess what's in the box?
Phantom trimmers, dude.
Phantom trimmers.
Phantom trimmers, dude. I'm not using mine anymore. That's scary.
I haven't tried it in the shower, actually. I didn't trust the waterproof.
No, I didn't trust
I'm
him.
going to get fucking electrocuted in here.
I let Braden work through that for me. He's got the scars. I was like, I'm done. I'm like, all right, no.
Done with that shit.
Yeah.
All right, another caller. Hello, Cosmic Channels.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Fuck you, I called.
Fuck you, you did.
Attaboy.
What's your name and where are you calling from?
Awesome. Switzerland.
Switzerland?
Oh, shit.
What fucking time is in Switzerland? It's got to be like 2 a.m. or something.
We got 7 minutes left in the witching hour.
It's 3 a.m.
Wow.
God
Yeah,
damn.
it's about to be 4 a.m.
Well, you are the first and maybe the last caller from Switzerland. So
Glad I could make it.
How did you hear about our show in Switzerland? We don't have a lot of listeners over there, so how did you stumble upon it?
I'm a Warhammer 40k nerd, and you had some ad on the Warhammer podcast. Since then, I was hooked.
Yeah, those guys are great.
yeah.
That's awesome. Hey, advertising works, I guess.
Apparently.
It does.
All right, man. What's your story? What do you got for us?
Ooh, yeah, it's a bit of a noggin scratcher for you guys,
All right.
but I have a theory.
Awesome.
So, since I can remember, I've been living in old-ass houses. So here in Europe, we have houses that are sometimes about 300, 400 years old.
Yep.
Oh my
I'd
God.
imagine.
And,
Older than
Yeah,
our
I mean-
country.
Yeah, way older than that country.
yeah. And a lot of shit went down here. I mean, there has been a lot of native shit in America, of course, but here population was more dense and, more stuff happened. More war, definitely.
Yep.
So might be a bit of residue.
Yeah, you got real life Warhammer going down there.
Yeah. And one night, the sleeping popo can stay at the station. I was wide awake. I felt some kind of pressure on my chest. I was lying down, and it felt like, like a cat jumping on your chest.
Ooh.
And for some weird reason, it happened so fast, I couldn't really look down my body, and immediately something grabbed my beard.
Oh, fuck.
And first of all, I don't own a cat. Secondly, they don't fucking grab beards.
No, absolutely
They
not.
do not possess thumbs, as far as I know.
Yeah.
I mean, they can paw
So
at it.
I
But...
was freaked out. It was really dark in my room too at that time. I was freaking out, and I have to say, I mostly identify with Andrew when it comes to shit like that.
Fair.
So
Smart.
yeah, it's flight or fight. And
Exactly.
another thing, I have been a Viking Age reenactor and sword fighter for 15 years, so I had a battle axe ready.
Oh,
That's
shit.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
I grabbed that shit, and I stood up, and then I heard the pitter-patter of little feet. It was fucking bipedal, whatever that was.
Oh my
What, a
god!
fucking elf or something?
Fucking goblin, man.
Yeah, goblin. Oh, shit.
Something. So I chased it with my axe in hand. It ran down the stairs, and the sound vanished, and I couldn't make it out. And I stood up for the next 12 hours straight. I didn't sleep that night.
Time out. We're going to rewind a second here.
I'm gonna be like, I think
right.
you might have scared whatever was in your room more than you were scared.
So you feel
I
something jump on your
fucking hope
chest,
so.
like the size of a cat. It grabs your beard.
Yeah.
You wake up.
Yeah.
Of course, you have your battle axe handy, so you grab it. You jump out of bed. It's pitter-pattering down the hallway. You're running after it.
Yeah,
Do you
with
get
an axe.
Do you get a glimpse? Do you get a glimpse of it?
Nothing. But the sound was so close. I should have seen something, but there was nothing. It was just
Oh my
auditive.
god! Could you imagine being whatever? Like, you got this little Rumpelstiltskin in your house pulling on your beard, and then he's like, "Oh my god, this dude's got an axe! I picked the wrong fucking house.
Wrong house.
I gotta go!" Like,
I mean, the story goes on because I was debriefing with a friend of mine. A few months later, I had a friend of mine over, and he's a bit of I dabble with energy kind of guy.
Okay.
got some
And
crystals.
I'm absolutely not like that. At least I wasn't. And yeah, he was just chilling there, having a beer with me in my living room where it happened. Watching around, he was like, "Nah, you shouldn't worry. I mean, what'd you do?" Yeah, I was chasing it with an axe. "Oh yeah, that's good. That's very good."
That's good.
I was like, "What? Why is that good? Do you know something? I don't." He was like, "Yeah, that was an imp or an incubus."
Oh, fuck.
And they do respond well to being threatened because they're cowards.
Good.
So you have to be aggressive and assertive.
Was
I
your
like,
battle
okay,
axe
cool.
Was your battle axe double bladed or single blade?
Single blade.
Single blade. Okay.
I mean, scary.
Yeah, but he actually recommended to have a dagger or something like that near to your sleeping spot when you get visitors like these frequently.
Everybody-
I got it.
Because that's what they do in folklore. Because the German word for nightmare is roughly translated to pressure of the imp.
Oh Jesus, really?
Yes.
Well, everybody's got to have their imp dagger underneath their pillow at night. Like, that's a given, right?
You gotta have your imp dagger or imp axe, something
Absolutely.
like that.
Zell's got one of my imp daggers right there.
I got 2 daggers right here in the studio just in case. I got
Fucking
the
imp.
sword from I got the replica sword from Alexander the movie, and I got a custom forged what do you call that pattern? Damascus pattern someone sent to the studio.
Yeah.
So bring it on, imp. Let's go.
Man, this
Bring
is
it.
an
Nice one.
imp free zone, man.
Yeah, but my friend continued to freak me out.
Uh-oh.
So immediately he stood up and he was like, "Okay, I'm just checking out your house. I'm scanning the whole shebang here. Is that all right?" And I was like, "Okay, knock yourself out." And he was like, Yeah, you're definitely not alone here.
What?
Like, yeah, thank
why?
you. Why? Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I
Thank
guess you
you.
got 400
Yeah,
years
fucking
worth of
me.
imps and shit running around, right?
But he said, yeah, be cool. It's nothing mischievous. It's all friendly here. Something's going on. This is an old house. That's normal. It's friendly. It's at least not hostile. But dude, the neighbor house. Ooh, shit's fucked.
Well, why can't he go over there with some crystals and some incense?
Help him.
Fucking scare him away. Do some
I
chanting.
told him, you gotta help me clean house, man.
Like some dandelion tea and just get those fucking things out of there.
Exactly, yeah.
Terrifying. Or he could just send you with your battle axe. That seemed to work.
That seems to work. Bladed
Gotta be
weapons
aggressive.
we'll fight them off.
Hey, listen, man. If we ever go ghost hunting, you're coming. We got to recruit this guy from Switzerland. Expenses paid. Bring your battle axe.
Well, you said you do like Viking, like recreation battles and stuff. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, yeah, I want to know more about this.
Yeah. I'm a Western martial artist, as they call it.
Oh, cool.
And then you just take that and then also do Viking shit on the side.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're pretty much a modern day Viking, is what you're saying.
Kind of, yeah.
Are you 6'5"?
No, about 6 foot.
That's still.
Yes.
fucking-
You know what?
big.
6 foot
Bigger
back
than the fucking in.
back in the days of the Viking, that would have been a giant. 6 foot.
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah, that'd been fucking massive.
Oh man, I take that. Let me know. Hey, I want to tag along. We could do some 13 warrior shit. You know, they had a little Persian guy, Antonio Banderas. He played a little Persian guy. I'd
Awesome.
be that guy.
Yeah. You can be my bandera.
Yeah, perfect.
Hey, even Andrew, back in the day, you would have been a tall man too, I'd imagine.
Perfect. Take me back.
Take him back to the glory days.
I'd be drunk with power. I'd be like walking around like, look at these pathetic little shits.
You'd be fucking Xerxes, is what you'd be.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I'd be grabbing everything on the top shelf.
Oh, we got some serious ankle biters in our troop, so yeah, you could be useful on the battlefield.
Right, brother. Hey, thanks for the call. So before we let you go, though, we got to get you to guess what's in the box.
What's in the box, man?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
All right.
Before you
okay,
guess, don't just take a wild guess. Make sure you
empty mind.
Send your consciousness to Kelowna, BC, Canada, planet Earth, into the studio. I'm going to open the box off camera, and I'm going to hold what's in the box. And I'm going to project it through the internet. Here we go.
Empty rice bowl mode activated.
Activate.
It's a lighter.
It is not a lighter.
Oh, that's a good guess.
All right.
though. That was a good guess, though.
It's a good guess.
That was a good guess.
Can't tell
Another
you-
informed guess.
Imagine. Just imagine.
It is something I do use often, a lighter. Use an informed guess, but it is not what's in the box.
All right, was worth a shot.
All right, brother. Make sure you keep that
Great
battle
game,
axe.
by the way.
Keep that battle axe close, just in case he comes back.
And the imp dagger
Always.
on your pillow.
Always.
All times.
Always.
All right. Hey, thanks for staying up till fucking 4 a.m. to call into the show. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me,
Oh,
guys.
yeah, man.
All right.
Right on.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Love the podcast. Thank you.
Right on.
Cheers. We appreciate it. Four
That guy is a huge beauty.
4 in the
That was a great
morning.
call.
4 in the
What a
morning.
beauty.
That was awesome.
Across the world, 4 a.m, calling.
Go to sleep. That's
no.
all.
Call in again. Tell us more stories.
No,
with your battle
obviously
axe.
calling again, but like you should
That's
be.
awesome.
You should be sleeping.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's just one of those guys that wakes up at 3 a.m.
Crazy.
He's out training with his battle axe.
I mean, maybe that's what you have to do. Maybe he's standing guard. He's on imp duty.
Who knows? That was
Can't
awesome.
fall asleep.
Imagine that though. You just wake up. You're like, what the fuck? Something's on my chest. Jumps off. You hear it pitter patter down the hall. You reach over, grab your battle axe, go running down the hall. It jumps into some interdimensional portal and off it goes.
Hey, listen, something jumps on my chest and like slaps me or pulls on my facial hair. I'm walking right over to my kid's room and smacking them. You little shit. What are you doing?
Get out of my room.
What are you doing?
That was a great call. Another caller coming in.
Call.
Hello, Cosmic Channels.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
What's up? Go ahead.
No, welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Edgar, and I'm calling from Kansas.
From Kansas.
Like right in the center of Kansas.
Right on, man. What do you got for us tonight?
All right, so tonight I have a like ghost / Ouija board story that goes on for like it's like a 5-year long.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Paranormal activation for 5 years.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
So
Lay it on us.
All right, cool. So the story started back in like 2015 or so. I work at a post office, and I got moved. So Kansas is like, there's nothing out here. Everything's like 100 years behind everybody else. So I got moved out to this post office in the middle of nowhere. And the town was like founded in like the late 1800s. And the building I got moved into was built in like 1896. And when I first got moved out there, I would be like sitting at my desk at the end of the day. And I would hear like, like people come get their mail after I closed my window and everything. So I couldn't see them, but I could hear them like walk in, and that's not like a big deal, whatever. People were getting their mail, but there would always be this one guy who would like walk in and like start slamming his PO box. And after like a week or so of that, I was like, oh, you know what? Like if something breaks, I'm going to get in trouble. So I need to go out there and like say something to him.
Absolutely.
So I go out there, or what's that?
So you got to regulate.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. So I hear the guy come in, like right on cue. He comes in, and like, I've got this whole speech prepared, and I'm like sitting at my desk, and he's like slamming the stuff. And I'm like, look, man, you come in every day and you keep slamming stuff. And if you break something, I'm going to have to like file a report, and you're going to get in trouble for like defacing federal property. And that's a federal charge, and you probably don't want that. So I've got this whole speech, and I'm saying that as I'm walking up to the door.
Yep.
Look,
I
man,
get
I'm
up to
sick of
the
your shit.
door. I open the, yeah, right. So I get up to the door, and like I open the door expecting like the guy to like either like say okay or like cuss at me, one or the other. And there's nobody out in that lobby. Like there's nobody out there. Yeah.
What?
So I'm like, okay, fuck this. Like I need to like get my paperwork and get out of there. So I finish my paperwork and I get out of it like as fast as I can. So that was like the first couple weeks that happened. Then there was another time when I was like putting up mail and a customer moved, so I had to close his box. And the way you like signify that their box is closed is you like stick this little cardboard thing in their PO box, and it like wedges itself like with tension or whatever, like against the sides. It wedges itself into the box so that it like, it's closed. You can't put anything in there.
Right.
So I put it in there. I turned around and I came back and started putting mail up, and I got to the end of like my section, and the little cardboard thing was like pushed out, like if somebody had like from the other side had like just like flicked it out. It just like flicked out onto the ground. And I'm like, oh no, this is like movie stuff. Like, that doesn't ever happen. So yeah, there was that.
When you were, sorry to go to backtrack a little bit, when you were hearing that banging regularly, like, was that at the same time every day? Because you kind of knew it was the same fucking dude, right? Or assumed it was.
Yeah, it was literally like, because like I closed the window at 5, and it's like a big metal window, so like I can't see out into the lobby unless I open my door and like go out there. But it was like, it would always be like maybe like 5:05, 5:06, and I just figured it was like a guy coming in off work, to get his mail.
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
So, yeah, no, it gets crazier. Like it just builds up.
All right, keep going. Keep going.
Okay, so there's this old radio there, and it's from 1983, because like I looked on the underside and it said when it was built. So it's like an old like antique like 80s radio, and it's got the big dials on the side. That's how you change the station.
Yep.
And so I would always set it to 100.3, which is like the classic rock station.
Okay.
And I was sitting at my I was sitting at my desk one day, just like filling out the like end of day financial report before the like lady who picks up the mail came to like pick up my stuff for the day. So like I'm filling out my stuff, and the radio starts changing from 100.3 to 102.9, and like that's I went over and did it like a couple days later. Like I went over and changed it from 100.3 to 102.9. That's like 3 turns of the knob. Like there's no way that thing's like just like oops, it's on the other station. Like,
right.
No, this is 1,000% paranormal activation.
Yep.
1,000%.
Oh man, I ran out of that post office. Like I ran out and I stood outside on the front porch. And
why the
lady
fuck did you go
by,
back?
And she's
after
like,
the bagging or anything? That's it. That's resignation. Fucking. It's been real.
They pay well, man. I don't do anything. Like, I sit there and I play Switch all day.
That's fair.
All right.
But that lady, she's like this like older Mexican lady, and she's like, "What are you doing out here?" And I was like that station just stands on its own. Like, I'm not gonna go in there. And so she's like, "Oh yeah. When my brother died, like that stuff would happen at my house, but we had to go in and say a prayer and like demand whatever is here, like leave, but like you have to say it in Jesus' name." And I'm like not super religious, but I'm also not like at the same time, I just saw that radio station change. So like, you know, I can't
just
not
throw up a
JIC
just in case.
Bro, throw up a couple Hail Marys, sprinkle some fucking holy water, whatever it takes.
What's the worst it's going to do? Nothing. At the very worst, nothing. At the very best, you're saving your life.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right? Yeah, like I had nothing to lose.
100%.
So nothing happened for like a year or so after that. Like I totally forgot about it and I figured it was like done and over with. And like how I'm telling you the story right now, I had this friend who moved to town from Brazil, and I told him the story because he said he wanted to play with his Ouija board. He bought a 60s Ouija board, and for whatever reason, he told me like the ones built in the 50s or 60s are like better. I don't know if that's true or not, but so he asks me to take out this Ouija board, and I'm like, no, we're not like taking it out there because like I spend like 6 hours a day out there by myself, like every day. I'm not like gonna go play on this Ouija board out there. So this story is kind of unrelated, but it ties in. So we went out and played with the board somewhere else because there's a couple like supposedly haunted spots around town, and like we couldn't get it to do anything at the library, which is supposed to be one of the most haunted spots. And then there's an abandoned hospital close to where my mom lives. So we went to that hospital, and there's like these stairs that go downstairs. We went downstairs and like played with the board down there, and it wouldn't do anything for like the first 15 or so minutes. And then after a while, it started moving around. We asked it if anybody was there. That tells us yes. So we ask it what its name is, and it says its name is Gage. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, what year is it? The board spells out or writes out 1962, and it's kind of like, dude, my friend just moved here from like Brazil. He doesn't like know the town history. Like, that's when that hospital was like in operation during those times until they built a new one, and then they closed that one down. So I don't know. That was just kind of creepy.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
Anyway, now he's like excited about right. He's excited about the board. Like, he's really pushing it. He's like, look, man, we got to go out there and just see what's going on out there. Like, I want to talk to whatever's out there. And I'm like, no. So this goes on for like a couple months of me just telling him no. And so one day he texts me and he's like, hey, man, I got some pizza. I got a new game. You know, we'll get some beer and you can come over and we'll play some games and stuff. So I'm like, okay, cool. Nothing out of the ordinary. We do this all the time. So he picks me up and starts driving, and I'm like, where are you going? And he's like, nowhere. I was like, we're like not going in the direction of your house.
Dude, I got friends like this. I absolutely have friends like this. Yep, I do.
Dude, he drove me all the way out there, man. We get out there, and I'm like, look, man, like, I'm not playing with this thing. Like, I'll play with it anywhere else, but I'm not going to play with this thing, like, where I spend 6 hours a day alone, you know? So,
you don't shit where you eat, man.
And then finally I gave up. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. So, I finally, agree to it. So we go inside and we mess with that thing for like a good, 45 minutes. And I'm like, come on, let's go. Like, nothing's happening. Like, it's not going to work. And then it finally starts working. And, you ask it the regular questions, like, is anybody here? It says yes. Okay, what's your name? And I can't remember what its name was. It was like Nick or Tom or something like super generic. And I always get people who are like, why can't you remember what its name was? And it's because, like, after it told us it was Nick or Tom, I asked it if it was, good or bad or good or evil. And it just said no. And I was like, okay, well, then what do you want? And then it spelled out not Nick or not Tom or whatever. And I was like, okay, so what does that mean? Like, you're not Nick.
Both.
What's your name? Oh, God, dude. This part, man. So I'm like, okay, well, what is your name? So he spells out B, and I'm like, okay, B. Then he spells out A, and I'm like, okay. And then he spells another A, and I'm like, all right. And then he spells an L, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? So I Google it.
No.
Yeah.
No, man.
Nope.
That's why you don't play this fucking game.
Dude, that thing
That's
sat
why you
there
don't
for
play
like
the
an
game.
hour. Like, all it would say was, let me in, like, for an hour, man. And I was like, no, I'm not letting you in, dude. Like, say goodbye. We're going. We're done. Like, hang up. Whatever, dude.
So there's two versions of the ball. The ball I know is from Diablo, Lord of Destruction, the worst kind. Then there's the ball from like
Samaria or something.
Samaria, which is like, what was it? Like the god of life and fertility or god of like birth. Not as terrible.
Yeah, like fertility.
But if it's ball from the Diablo universe, I mean, no.
Good
so
loot,
like
baby.
I googled it because I was like, what does that mean? And I got the Sumerian one, and I knew about the ball from Diablo because we used to play. And then like I started reading the Wikipedia, and it says it was like a king of some legion of hell or something. And that's when I was like, fuck
that.
Like,
Great.
we're not doing that. Yeah, I was like, look, man, this is exactly why I didn't want to play here.
1,000%, man.
Yeah, right. Well, finally, like, it finally said goodbye, and we were done. And other than a couple months later, I was on the phone with my mom, and like in the safe room, there was like a really loud like banging sound. Like if I had like thrown like a chair, that's about how loud it was. And she heard it, and she was like, "What was that?" And I was like, "Did you hear it?" Other than that, I didn't have anything go on for like maybe 6 months. And then after that, I would come in, and like I told you, I had that radio. And so, like, I was the only person who worked there. Like, I was the only person who had keys to that building. So if I ever took a day off, I had to, like, meet up with my replacement and give him, like, my own key to the building. So nobody else had access to that building but me. So I would come in some days, and either my radio would be turned all the way down or the station would be changed. And it kind of just got, like, really annoying, really. I never felt weird about it. And then after a couple months of that, the power would like surge. It would just like randomly like shut off and then shut back or turn back on. And it would randomly happen. Like it would just like turn off and then turn right back on. And then maybe like sometimes it would do it like 2 or 3 times in a row. So I called an electrician, and they said I had to call the electric company to come check the power.
You got to call Ghostbusters, dude.
Whatever.
Fuck that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, file a report for that. But the electrician dude came from the electric company, from like the like electric company, and he was like, yeah, that pole is fine. There's like, if you were getting your power out, then these 4 houses that it feeds would also have their power going out, and they haven't complained. Have you talked to them? I was like, yeah, I talked to them, and like their power's fine. So I had the electrician come out, and he looked at all my stuff. He's like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, there's a couple screws that are like not as tight as I'd like them, but like that's not going to cause your power to go out.
Yeah, not going to
affect it. I was like, look, man. Yeah, right. I was like, look, man, this like, I called because I needed to like leave like some sort of record that I'm like trying to fix it. Like, I don't even think it's an electric problem. I think it's a ghost. So I told him the whole story, and like as I'm telling him the story, he like is in my back room, and he's like, oh, dude, this light fixture looks like crap. I'm just going to give you a new one. So he's like putting in this light fixture as I'm telling him the story. And he puts in this brand new like LED light fixture, and then he leaves. Well, after he put that light fixture in, my back room, like I'd leave the light on just because, you know, it's dark back there and I have to go back there every once in a while. So I'd leave my light on.
That's scary.
And it would just like randomly start flickering and stuff. And I'm trying to think, because there was a lot that went on over this 5 years. This is getting towards the end. The town over, about 7 miles over, the guy who ran that office, he was actually like one of my friends. So there was an old man, and he drove his car through the lobby. So he had to work his office out of my office in the morning. And I told him about the ghost, and he was like, oh, yeah, like, whatever. Okay, that's funny. And I guess he was on Snapchat one time, and he was trying to take a picture, and he opened his rear camera instead of his front camera. And he was telling me about it. He's like, yeah, so I opened my rear camera instead, and there was like a face over that fan over there in the corner. And literally, as soon as he said fan, that fan like did the like power surge thing, like just the fan. None of the other computers or anything went out. It surged 6 times, and then after that, I actually transferred to another city. So
Well
I
done.
don't really know what happened.
Smart move,
Yeah,
man.
right.
The next smart move is changing the batteries on your fire alarm, because I don't want you to go down on a fire, dude. But I can hear that beeping.
God, I work like 50 miles away from that place now.
Smart.
All right, brother. Hey, thanks for the call.
So this is probably.
We gotta. I know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I know the story might continue on, and we like to hear all the stories all the way to the end. But before we let you go, I want you to clear your mind and guess what's in the box.
What's in the box,
man?
What's in the box?
Dang, I missed like the first half of the episode, so I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
All right, let me explain it to you. I want you to clear your mind, blank canvas, project your consciousness to Meteor Sound Studios, where I'm located in Kelowna, BC, in Canada, on planet Earth. On the desk beside me, there's a box. Inside the box, there's an object, and I want you to remote view what's inside the box.
I know it's not this, but I don't know why I'm thinking it's Pokemon cards.
You don't know why you're thinking it? You shouldn't have been thinking it because that's not what's in the box.
Oh,
Blew it.
Hey, whatever was in there, man. It was in
God
there.
dang.
He took a shot.
He took a
Missed
shot.
100% of the shots.
what it should
You
be,
don't
though.
take Michael Gary Scott. Wayne Gretzky.
Wayne Gretzky.
Great words.
All right, brother. Hey, we appreciate the call.
All right, cool. Thanks, man.
All right, talk to you again.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Welcome to the show. Braden is on the show. If you just heard his voice just pop in there. He
Just popping in to ugly up the place a little bit. That's fine.
Yeah.
got stuck in a little April snowstorm. Is that what happened there? What?
We also
it's,
got to give a little shout out to Andrew Strid dropping $50 in the chat here to buy the boys a drink.
In the
Round of
chat.
applause here. Thanks, buddy.
Listen, I will chug one. I literally ripped home and got in here. I was driving a Tesla back from Victoria, rear wheel drive, and and a freak April snowstorm. So it just traffic was luckily just crawling. So I'm here. I made it. Driving a Tesla is pretty fun, but seats are uncomfortable.
Are they?
Come
Really?
on, Elon. Yeah.
Come on,
My
Elon.
back hurts now. It's like they're not meant for wide loads,
Fair enough.
right? So it's both my cheeks don't really rest on the seat; they rest on the sides, kind of. So just uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
But fun drive,
Well-
and it cost me like $12 to do like
To charge it and drive that whole distance.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's awesome.
Well, and while we're on the shout out train, might as well give it. I was going to give it at the end of the episode, but we're going to give it now. We got a $25 donation from Dream Day Entertainment. That's the Burmeister himself.
The Burmeister.
Burmy.
You know what? You know what? This guy's done a lot of work for us. So here's the free ad for him. If you're in the Wisconsin area and you're looking for a DJ for your wedding event or likewise,
Or some trivia.
DreamDayEntertainment.com. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. The guy's a legend. He'll help you out. And on that note, I think we got another caller on the line. Hello, Cosmic Channels.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, this is Elijah from Houston, Texas. I called 2 weeks ago.
That's right. That's right. Welcome back.
Yeah, I don't got no story. I just want to say what's up. How you doing? What's it? I'm sorry. It's like we don't got the whole crew tonight. You know what I'm saying?
We got 3 or 4.
Yeah, we're missing Dano.
Zolarius.
We're missing
How
the
you doing?
maester.
Zolarius is here.
Zolarius, yes. All right. Yeah, man. I just want to say, I just wanted to call you guys, just tell you I love what you're doing. Give a quick shout out to Purple Wizards again.
Purple Wizards!
Love what you're doing. Purple Wizards!
Hey man, that's all good. We appreciate the
yeah,
word. We appreciate the kind words. But so while we got you on the line, we got to get you guess what the fuck is in the box. What's in the box?
Well, it's definitely not a stapler.
Definitely not a stapler. Before you guess though, you know the drill. Clear it. Clear the mind. Your mind is an empty rice bowl.
The mind is a rice bowl.
Empty and blank. Come on, you know what's in the box. What's in the box?
Color. What color am I seeing?
You tell us, man. You're the psychic.
You're the
here.
psychic.
Or was that rhetorical?
It's like orange, yellow, orangish yellow.
He's thinking out loud. Orange, yellow, what?
What's the next step, Hilarious?
You got to guess what's in the box. That's the next step.
Yeah.
You got a color in mind. Now you got to go with the object.
Something that carries stuff.
Something that carries stuff. That is incorrect, brother. It is incorrect.
Too
That is
vague.
not what is in the box.
That's not what's in the box. The Purple Wizards, thank you.
Purple Wizards,
But-
thank you. All right, man. Hey, thanks.
All right,
terrible guy.
Thanks for the call,
Hey,
man. We'll talk to you again. We'll talk
Oh
to you
yeah,
again.
yeah. One thing. I got to ask you one more question.
All right.
When is the Purple Wizards going to drop his new number 1 hit single?
They've been writing it for
I'm
a long
waiting
time.
on that.
They've been writing it for a long time. It's coming.
Yeah.
A lot of infighting in the bands.
I can't wait
It's when
to
their
hear
best
it.
work comes, though.
Yeah.
Creative differences.
Oh yeah. One last thing. Shout out to Lucky Monkey.
Hey.
right.
Cheers, man. Appreciate it.
Any more shout outs
Hey,
before we go?
Well,
Our last second questions?
on Lucky Monkey does have an album coming out. You just wait. It's coming real soon. Real soon. Full album. 12 songs. All right, man. We'll talk to you again. We're in overtime now. This is our show now.
Andrew.
Yeah, you got to be out of you're out of your goddamn mind.
He's out. He's out. He's gone. We love you, but you can only get so many one mores, you know? One more thing.
Yeah, you had about 35 seconds dead air there
Yeah,
trying
he's
to guess
probably
what's in the
gonna
box.
sick another fucking ghost on me. So yeah, good.
People are trying to hex us tonight. You guys want some ghosts? Oh, someone trying to call? All right, we're in after hours.
So what does that mean? Do I get to just
We're in overtime.
Overtime.
All right, welcome
Do I
to
get to talk-
Cosmic
get to talk
Channel's
shit?
Overtime, the show that's not the same as the regular show.
Yeah.
It's X-rated.
X-rated show.
Anything goes.
What's your name?
Am
Too
I on
long.
the show right
X
now?
him.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
Come on.
I'm sick of this shit.
You're on the show. Welcome to Cosmic
Wait.
Channels.
Oh my. Okay, what are we talking about tonight?
Well, let me tell you something right now. This is actually after the show is over, so the show is different. So you can say whatever you want, but we can also say whatever we want as well.
Absolutely.
So what do you got?
Okay. So, oh my gosh, I've been trying to get on the show forever, but my brother was on the show last month, I believe. He was the firefighter in Houston that you guys were talking to.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I've been listening to you guys for like forever. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay. So I have a paranormal
be me
experience
now.
that I really want to tell everybody.
Okay. Ask one question before you start though. Were you asleep? Or sleeping or dreaming?
No, I
Okay.
wasn't.
Okay, continue.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay. So, well, it kind of has to do like a little bit with sleep paralysis that like kind of goes into it, but
Uh-oh.
it was like, but it wasn't like, there was a lot of stuff that has to do with like not sleeping, that just like has something to do like that. It was just like this long event of a new apartment that I moved into.
Okay, well, how about this? We'll make you a deal. Because the show is technically over and we're just taking an extra call for fun and you wanted to call for a long time, we're going to take your story, but you got to make it 5 minutes or less. Deal?
Okay.
All
Deal.
right.
I can do that.
Let's go.
Okay. So I moved into this apartment when I turned 18 a long time ago. And there was something really, really creepy about it. And I kind of like noticed it right when I moved in, but my boyfriend at the time kind of like didn't notice it at all. And weird shit started happening. Like the TV would turn off and on. And I kind of thought like, maybe
to what
that's
channel?
Like our upstairs. Huh?
What channel?
What was on the channel? Just static, or what was on the
just
TV?
like Netflix. I was just watching Netflix on the TV.
Okay.
Oh, but then I would always watch like the Chills, like top 5, and I stopped watching those because weird shit started happening.
Okay. Continue.
But anyways, so the like weird shit started happening with that, and like the light would flicker on and off in the kitchen area. But it was like an older house. So I thought like it was like that. But then I started carrying, like, I saged the house, and that's when it started to get like really, really bad. And so I never had sleep paralysis in my entire life. And every single night when I moved there, I got sleep paralysis every single night, and I would see the same shit. And so I got this like zone to protect me and stuff. Man. And yeah, no, I'm gone. This happened years ago, but so one night I was so scared to go to sleep, so I kept my laptop open and my side, like my lights on and my side lamps on. And I woke up in the middle of the night, and all my lights were off. My computer was shut, everything. And then my door just started slowly opening, and I saw a black figure walk into my room, and he was just standing over me, just like watching me. And I couldn't move. I couldn't scream. I just started crying. And he was like, it was like pushing onto my body, like inside of the mattress. And then it was so crazy. Then I started to hear ever since then I started to hear voices, and that sounds like crazy, but I've never heard voices in my life, but all I heard was like some like murmuring, and then a lady saying, just leave her alone, like leave her alone. And then I moved out of there, like 2 months later I left.
Smart.
Yeah, but
and you never slept ever again.
No, I
how do you
never
sleep
had
after
sleep
that,
paralysis.
ever?
Yeah. I know. I never had sleep paralysis ever again since I moved out of that place, and I never heard like those voices
that
ever
place needs
again.
to be condemned.
Yeah, no, it was so insane. I've never experienced anything like that before.
Weird.
But that's a portion of my story, so I made it a little bit short. But
that was perfect.
I've always just wanted to. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys about that because I was like wondering if like sleep paralysis and like demons like had a correlation. Like, I don't know. It just, yeah.
So sleep paralysis, we've talked before, can trigger the siren sometimes, because when you're sleeping, like when you're paralyzed, that sometimes means you're just trapped between dream and awake. So it's tough to decipher what reality really is.
And but it sounds like you've been watching a lot of spooky shows too before you go to bed. I'm sure that didn't help putting you in that kind of state before you go to bed.
Right. Yeah. It was weird shit like that. Like the refrigerator door would open sometimes. It was like, I'm just nervous. So I'm probably
you got
like
fucking
everywhere.
Zool, man.
Zo.
Yeah.
Zo. All right. Before we let you go, we gotta make you take a guess of what's inside the box. Are you watching the live stream by any chance?
I was, yeah. I just turned it off when you guys answered.
Okay, never mind.
But
I was going to show you this is what the box looks like for everyone. This is just a standard old mic box.
It's a fucking nice box.
It's a nice mic box.
Nice box.
Just a box. Just a box.
Oh, what's inside it?
What's inside it?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Is it an ATT shirt?
Is it an ATT shirt? Is it a good guess? But that is not what's inside the box.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, the game is not Zell sends you whatever if you guess it. Last week someone's like, it's scissors. He's like, all right, they're on their way to you, my friend.
Here they come. All right, hey, we appreciate the call, though. I'm glad you got through, and we appreciate you listening and the support. And tell your friends. Tell your friends about the show.
Can you say hi to my dad really quick? He's right here.
Your dad?
What's his name?
What's his name?
Robert.
What's up, Robert?
How you doing, Robert?
What's up, man?
What's up, Robbie?
Cheers, man.
Love your show.
Hey, where are you calling? Are you calling next week or what?
Hey, Rob, what's in the box, dude?
Rob, what's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box, Rob?
In the box.
What's in the box?
They have a box. Just guess what's in the box.
First thing that comes to mind.
Candles. I don't know.
Candles. That's not what's in the box, Rob, but we appreciate it.
Wait, that's not a bad guess.
Not a bad guess.
There's candles in the studio.
Could be. All right, we're gonna.
All right.
5 minutes.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
Done.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
I couldn't even make jokes because as soon as I heard the name Rob, I got PTSD.
You got triggered.
All right.
Hello, sir.
Whoever calls next, no story. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Yeah.
because we're well over time now. So if no one else is going to call in,
yeah, I'm getting angry texts.
I'm going to. Okay, this is the last call. What's in the box? Here it goes. Hello, Cosmic Channels. What's in the fucking box?
We don't care about your stories.
Oh
Tell
my
us what's in the
God.
goddamn box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
I know, right? You guys went to Texas.
We did.
So I'm thinking, yes, you did, right?
Yep.
Austin.
Yep.
And what is famous about Texas? Barbecue.
things?
I think it's barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce.
I was like,
Barbecue
moist
sauce.
brisket.
I think it's a bottle of barbecue sauce. Malbec. Cheers, gentlemen.
Okay, what's your
I
name?
think it's a bottle of barbecue sauce.
What's your name? Where are you calling
My
from?
name is Christina.
Christina calling
Christina calling from Fort Collins, Colorado.
from Colorado. That is not what's in the box, but thank you very much for the guest. We appreciate it.
Damn it. Have a great night, guys.
All right, we'll talk to you in the next one.
Bye. You got it.
All right. No one's guessing what's in the box tonight, so I'm going to tell you what's in the box right now. No more calls. Done.
Oh, we don't save it?
All right, one more call.
Because
Here it is. One more call.
eventually someone will get it.
This is it.
Okay.
Last call of the night. What's in the box?
An alien dildo.
An alien dildo. What makes it an alien dildo? Not just a regular one.
It's green.
Is it the color or what?
It might be fucking purple or like some highlight or like some of that color. You know. Oh man, I'm watching the show right now, and I swear to God, I did not expect you guys to do the what's in the box thing. I actually had a fucking crazy story, but.
Hey, you gotta save that story for
glow in the dark dildo.
Glow in the dark dildo. That's not what's in the box. But you save that story for 2 weeks from today. Cosmic Channels will be back, but we're well over time. We got to end this one tonight. We appreciate it though.
All right, cool. Understood.
All right,
Love
man.
the show.
Okay, thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.
Cheers.
All right. What's in the box? I'm gonna tell you what's in the box right now.
Hold on. Was he close with dildo? Because you asked some clarifying questions.
Well, I wanted to know what.
I saw him look really quick just
I
to
wanted
make sure
to know
that it
what.
wasn't a dilly.
I wanted to know what clarifies a dildo as like an alien dildo, not just a regular dildo.
Because were you thinking like, well, if you tried hard,
It's a regular
you could.
dildo.
Well, before I tell you what's in the box, yes, if you tried hard, you could shove this in your ass. You could.
Is it
Or your
triangle
vagina,
shape?
or wherever you could shove it somewhere if you wanted to. It's not going to feel good, but you could if you really wanted to. You could put it in there. I'm gonna tell you what's
So
in the box.
you're just clarifying.
I just want to know what considers an alien dildo. Is like a different shape? Like is it different prongs or what?
I like the purple. Yeah, Thanos. Yeah, okay.
What's in the box?
It wasn't that.
It was not
was
an
the whole
alien
Infinity
dildo.
Gauntlet.
What's in the box is. Let me get the box.
And the reason we reveal it because eventually someone would get it through sheer luck, and we're looking for the best of the best psychics.
Of the best of the
That's
best,
fair,
sir. All right. Here is the
Including
box.
myself.
Opening the lid. Inside the box is an ATT
Bottle opener.
bottle opener. And you see the shape of it? You could get it in there if you wanted to.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's pyramid shape for sure.
Yep, pyramid shape. You could definitely a little triangle top on there. You could shove that in somewhere if you were into it and you wanted to and you really.
Yeah, so technically, the last caller was on the closest. He was on the right track.
And you know what? This does kind of glow in the dark. The ATT logo does glow in the dark if you charge it up.
That's funny.
Oh shit.
So that's what was in the box this week. But no one got it. None of those callers were the best of the best of our remote viewers.
Sir.
The next Cosmic Channels will be April 24th, same time, same cosmic place, and we'll probably play What's in the Box.
Cosmic Channels is brought to you by Big Theory Productions. The Cosmic Channels are now closed.
That's not just the sound of that first sip of Morning Joe. It's the sound of someone shopping for a car on Carvana from the comfort of home.
That's a good blend.
It's time to take it easy, like answering some easy questions to get pre-qualified for a car in minutes.
Talk about starting the morning right.
Just like customizing your terms so your car fits your budget. Visit Carvana.com or download the app to experience car shopping the way it should be. Convenient, comfortable. That's not just the sound of that first sip of Morning Joe. It's the sound of someone shopping for a car on Carvana from the comfort of home.
That's a good blend.
It's time to take it easy, like answering some easy questions to get pre-qualified for a car in minutes.
Talk about starting the morning right.
Just like customizing your terms so your car fits your budget. Visit Carvana.com or download the app to experience car shopping the way it should be. Convenient, comfortable. Ah.